Robert finished up all the insulation on the walls, and it looks really good. More importantly, it's working. We're able to keep this place in the 60s Fahrenheit with very little heat, just basically heating during the day, and everything looks really good. We still have to do the ceiling inside the office here, but the spray foam itself provides about R35 of insulation, which is quite a bit. Because of that, we're going to switch gears and go outside for a little while. Spring is definitely getting here. We're starting to get melt everywhere and everything's getting quite wet. In the morning, we're starting to hear birds chirp into the woods there. Because of that, we are very cognizant that soffits make a great nesting ground for spring birds. And we have exposed soffits on both the east and the south side of the barn. For that purpose, we're gonna pivot back to the outside of the barn and get the soffits and fascia installed. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. We're gonna start off with the gable end here and go up and down both sides, installing the soffits and fascia. Then we're going to move to the south side of the barn and do the same. At that point, we're pretty much dried in, and nothing is gonna get in this building. While we're on the south side, we are going to also install the 4 windows along the top here. At least that's our plan. Figure if we have the scaffolding out here and we're working, we might as well put those windows in. It'll give us a lot of nice light inside, and hopefully once it gets warmer out, we can open them to get some ventilation in the barn. Task list for the day. Robert's gonna go through the soffit panels and grind them down to the right size. As you may remember from our previous soffit experiences, none of these panels are the right size. They're all about 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch too long, which is really obnoxious because grinding every single panel is time consuming, painful, loud, and produces metal shavings everywhere. So we hate it, but it's necessary to get a nice tight fit. In the future, I would probably oversize the overhangs so that we didn't have to trim the soffits, but I assume they'd be the right size. I don't know, they're not. So Robert's gonna go through those and trim them back to just under 24 inches. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go through some of our trim and start prepping that. These are the F channels that the soffits will be mounted into. So I've got those 2 marked for the edge. I forgot how much that hurts in the soffits.
Oh yeah. Right in the ear.
So it slides right into the trim piece, slides into the freeze here, and then over here we just put a couple little nails, one there and one there. Once you put the fascia on, any of this tightens up as well. Soffits go so quickly. This side is almost all in, just got the top open, and we'll go up this side first. Once we get to the top, we'll do some custom cuts there to make that fit nicely. We were able to finish up the soffits without any issues yesterday. Not only that, but we got the best luck ever. The soffit panels finished perfectly at the ridge there. I mean, perfectly. We didn't have to trim back a panel at all. That panel and that panel both terminated at the edge. And it's so perfectly symmetrical. I can't believe it. It looks like we planned it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just ecstatic that it looks as clean and professional as it does. With everything done on the east side here, we're going to be moving to the south. First, we have to install our F trim all the way across. Then we'll start on this side, line the panels up perfectly on that corner to make it nice and symmetrical. Once all the panels are on, we're going to start installing the fascia. And we'll start from the west side heading east. That means that all the seams will overlap in a way that we cannot see it from the driveway area. We have 8-foot chunks for the fascia trim, and it's 8-inch tall fascia. So they're big, cumbersome metal panels. And hopefully the 8-foot size lets us handle them a little bit easier without bending them. We started the metal prep work yesterday, marking off the cuts for the corner soffit panels, identifying the trim pieces that we need, and cutting and drilling the fascia. So this is the little corner that goes in on the end, and then we've drilled it starting 6 inches from the end every 24 inches, and that'll continue across the entire roof.